Welcome to a Verizon Innovative Learning activity video. This video covers Mission 4, Assemblies in Onshape. This video will cover the following topics: designing parts for a robot, assembling a robot made out of multiple parts, and then an activity where you will create your own robot. Begin by following this tutorial to design a robot with multiple parts. This tutorial will cover the head, body, arms, and legs of the robot. Log on to Onshape and create a new part studio. The first part we'll be creating is the body of the robot. It looks something like this. It's a rectangular prism with a hole in the top for the head, and then 2 holes in the side for the arms and the legs. Use this dimensioned drawing to create the body of the robot. I recommend starting with a 2" by 3" rectangle and extruding that to 1 inch. This will give you most of the body. Then you can add in the 3 other circles for the head, arms, and legs using circular sketches and the Extrude Remove tool. When you have completed the body, click on the plus sign and create a new part studio. In your new part studio, we will be creating the head of the robot. Have some fun with this part and make your own head look unique. Here is the dimensioned drawing for the head of the robot. I started by creating a 1.5" by 1.5" square, and then I extruded that to 1.5 inches to create a cube. I then created a sketch on the face and extrude removed the holes for the eyes and the mouth. Finally, I created a sketch on the very bottom of the cube, drew a circle, and extruded the neck. When you have successfully completed the head of the robot, click on the plus sign and create a new part studio. In your third part studio, you will create the arm for the robot. Use this technical drawing to create the arm of the robot. I began by creating a 2" by 0.5" rectangle, and then I added a large circle at the top for the shoulder of the robot, and a small circle at the bottom for the hand of the robot. I then created a new sketch where I extruded the hole for the hand and extruded the peg for the shoulder. When you have successfully completed the arm of the robot, create a 4th part studio. The last part of the robot is the leg. Use this dimensioned drawing to create the leg of the robot. I began by sketching a 0.5" by 0.5" square and extruding it to 3 inches. Then, I created a new sketch to create the shoe for the robot and extruded that, and finally created a 3rd sketch with a circle and extruded that for the connecting peg. Now that you have created all 4 parts of the robot, it's time to assemble it. In this section, we'll learn how to use the assembly feature in Onshape. So far, you should have created the body of the robot in Onshape. It should look something like this. Additionally, you should have created a part for the head of the robot that looks like this part. Also, an arm for your robot with the shoulder and hand. And finally, the leg for the robot. You will notice on my screen that I have drawings in my Onshape document. You won't have drawings in yours, and don't worry. Those are the drawings I used to create those dimensioned sketches. Navigate to the bottom left of your screen and click on the plus icon. Select Create Assembly. This is where we will put all of the pieces of our robot together. The assembly has a workspace, a features list, and tools at the top of the screen. Begin by clicking on Insert in the upper left-hand corner. This will show you all of the parts you have created. To insert a part, simply click on the part, like body, and then click where you would like to insert it. Insert the parts one at a time. Once you have inserted the body, you can begin inserting the rest of the parts. Click on the head, and then click once in the workspace to insert that. We'll need to insert two arms, so I'll click on arm, click once, click on arm again, and I'll click in the workspace again. And I'll do the same thing with legs. Our robot has two legs, so I will insert two legs. Once you have inserted all of your parts, click on the green check mark to continue. Now, notice that we can drag some of these parts around the workspace. So if I click on the body and drag it, it moves. The body is the center of my robot, so I'm going to two-finger click on it and select Fix. Now when I try to drag it around, it's locked into place. This will make our lives a lot easier. Let's begin putting our robot together. We'll start with the head. I want to put the neck of the head into the body. At the top of the screen are all of the mate tools we will be using. We'll mostly use the planar mate tool and the cylindrical mate tool. Click on the cylindrical mate tool. Select the circle at the base of the neck. You'll zoom in and you'll see a little circle appear on it. Then select the circle at the top of the body. You'll notice OnShape lines up both cylinders together. If this looks like what you want, click on the green check mark. Now, we can still drag and move the head around. The circles are really only just lined up together. That's perfectly fine. You can adjust the angle of the head if you so please. Let's add a cylindrical mate for our arm. Click on cylindrical mate, then click on the circle on the arm. Next, click on the hole in the body. You'll notice our mate is backwards. Click on the arrow to reverse the direction. That looks better. Click on the green check mark. You can click on the arm and rotate it to get it to whatever position you would like. Once you have moved the arm into your desired position, let's repeat the same process for the robot's right arm. Click on cylindrical mate, select the pin on the arm, and then select the hole in the body of the robot. Again, you may have to reverse the direction of this mate using the arrow that says reverse primary axis. Okay, we have two arms connected. Now we will complete the same process for the legs. So again, use the cylindrical mate tool to mate the cylinder of the leg with the hole in the body. Sometimes you have to zoom in to get the view just right. Sometimes adjusting the position of parts in OnShape assemblies is difficult. You may have to adjust your view cube and try rotating the part in a few different ways to get it lined up how you want. We will finish up our design by using the cylindrical mate to connect the final leg to the hole on the robot. Sometimes the mating tool can be somewhat finicky, so you might have to X out and try multiple times to get your mate to line up just how you want. Once you have connected all of your parts to the robot using the cylindrical mate, we can use something called the planar mate to sandwich flat faces together. Click on planar mate, then select on the inside of one of the robot's legs. Click on the flat side of the robot's body, and it will sandwich these two flat faces together. Click on the green check mark to confirm your choice. We'll add one more planar mate to the left leg, and then you can choose to add planar mates to the arms or head if you want. So again, click on the inside of the leg, the outside of the body, press the green check mark, and there is the planar mate. Our robot looks pretty solid so far. Nice work. Once you have finished assembling your robot, go ahead and look around, make sure everything looks up to standard, and click Share. You can share this with your teacher or a fellow student if you would like to collaborate. Finally, create a new part studio. In your new part studio, you will be creating more components for your own customized robot. Make sure to name your part studio. You'll be creating your parts in here. You'll actually create multiple part studios to create multiple parts. And you'll also be creating a new assembly for this activity where you will put together your customized robot. Keep watching the video for more instructions. Mission 4 activity: design your own robot assembly. Use Onshape to design a robot of the future that picks up trash and keeps communities clean. Your customized robot should include at least 3 different parts and an assembly. Snap a screenshot and share your file with your teacher. The image on the right is an example. Obviously, it has more than 3 parts. Your design can be much simpler. For an optional challenge, try customizing your robot with a name using the text tool in Onshape. Hint: the text tool is available in sketch mode. It can be extruded. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your 3D model and assembly.